Hello everybody and welcome back to another podcast. My name is Aly Kat, aka Aly Kat Pink. Now on this channel we love to talk about mental health, well-being and how it affects us as content creators, streamers and also gamers. Now I'm not a mental health trained professional, I'm just very passionate about this subject, and from my own experience I've been on this platform for nearly 2 years and I've observed some things that I feel people need to talk about more often, because mental health still is quite a taboo subject and people don't really like to talk about it, and I do feel that it's important that we shine the light on the darkness. Okay, so moving on to right now, we're going to get into the next season of podcasts with special guests lined up, and I'm very excited. But I decided to do a little component for YouTube, something called Afterthoughts After Hours, and it's specially about when you finish your stream, you may have some ruminating thoughts about how the stream went. Maybe you thought it went well, maybe you could have improved it, or maybe you wanted to replicate the success of another stream. We try to get straight to the point and not waffle. I'll try my best anyway. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, why does my viewer count drop when I go live? And we're going to explain what that means. Okay, so before we get into it, I'd just like to say that I am on the road to getting my first 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm trying to get to partner on YouTube as well, so any support would be greatly appreciated. So if you could drop a subscribe, if you could drop a like, a comment on the video, I would love you to bits. Thank you all so much. Also, if you want to join a cool community, why not sign up to the Mysterious Baddies? It's an 18+ Discord server and it's run by myself, Aly Kat, and Mysteriously. We've got some really chilled out people on there, really good for networking. If you want to find people to play new games with, or the popular games, you know, Call of Duty, Fortnite, those kind of things, you can jump on there and find someone to have a game with. And, you know, you can even have a game with myself and Mysteriously as well. How about that? Okay, so thank you all so much for the support and we would love to see you in there. Thank you all so much. Alright, so have you noticed sometimes that when you've been streaming, people come in and they'll say hello, and then all of a sudden your viewer count will just suddenly drop, and you're probably wondering, what's happening? Where did they all go? I'm here to shed some light on that. Let's go into Google and find out what's going on. So we typed in, why does my Twitch viewer count drop off? Now, according to their AI, it says a Twitch viewer count drops off when viewers stop watching the live video. It can take a few minutes for the viewer count to reflect this change. Okay, so this is partly taken from the official documentation, which we're going to go into now, which is the one on the Twitch help desk, which is understanding viewer count versus users in chat. So then we've landed on the official documentation from Twitch. This is understanding viewer count versus users in chat. The article will help creators understand the difference between viewer count, number of people viewing now, versus users in chat, number of current chat participants. Read the FAQ. So on the FAQ, it's split into some easy sections here. You've got viewer count, you've got users in chat, you've got viewer count versus users in chat, you've got frequently asked questions. Alright, so let's get to viewer count. The viewer count is the number of viewers watching your live video at one time. Anytime someone watches live video, they'll be counted as a viewer, whether or not they have a Twitch account or are signed in. Once they stop watching the live video, that number will go down. When a viewer stops watching live video, it can take up to a few minutes for the viewer count to reflect this. And when it says viewer count is displayed right hand section of the chat window. Alright, so it says viewer count is displayed in red or below the video player on Twitch, which is this one. To access users in chat list on mobile devices, tap the viewer count displayed on the video feed. Okay, so viewer count versus users in chat. People who watch video without chat connected will be counted in viewer count and not shown in users in chat, regardless of if they are logged in or out. Some third-party tools incorrectly show users in chat as a raw number and may refer to it by a different name, such as viewer or viewer list. Non-Twitch tools, such as third-party extensions, may not accurately report these values. Frequently asked questions. Where's my viewer count X when I know I have Y users in chat? Viewer count is the number of people viewing your video stream, whether or not they are logged into a Twitch account. Users in chat is a list of logged in Twitch accounts connected to your chat. Some users may connect to chat but not watch live video, including bots. Users in chat only mode or users in pop out chat mode. As a result, this means your list of users in chat could be different from your view account. Do chatbots count towards view account? Chatbots do not count towards your view account, as they do not view your stream. Instead, chatbots that join your chat can be viewed in your users in chat list. Okay, so how often does view account update? When users stop watching live video, it can take up to a few minutes for the view account to update. How often does users in chat update? When users close or collapse chat, it can take up to a few minutes for the users in chat to update. Will I appear in the users in chat list if I have chat in pop-out mode or if my mobile app is in chat only mode? Yes, so long as you are logged into your Twitch account, users in chat do not count towards view account unless they are watching live video on the same device. Does a muted stream count as a view? Yes. Whether you mute the video player on Twitch or the browser tab, you still count as a viewer so long as live video is playing. If I have a stream open playing live video in another tab, do I still count as a viewer? Yes. If live video is playing, you will count as a viewer, even if that tab is not in focus. What about if the stream is playing in the background on mobile? Yes, if live audio is playing, or if you have minimized the live stream in the background on mobile, you will count as a viewer. Alright, so that was the official documentation from Twitch on their help desk under the Getting Started Beginners Broadcasting section, and it was titled Understanding View Account versus Users in Chat. Okay, so a lot of information to digest there. So let's move on to the next bit where I consulted Chat GPT about how can I improve the situation. Alright, so let's get over to there then. So we're back onto Chat GPT now and asked the question, what would be the best way to retain viewers and active chatters on my Twitch stream for 2 hours as an example? And here's what it said. Alright, so number 1 says plan your content, theme or focus. Choose a specific theme or game to keep viewers interested. Rotate between different types of content, e.g. gameplay, Q&A tutorials. Pacing. Break your stream into segments. For example, play a game for 30 minutes, then have a chat or do a quick giveaway. Alright, so number 2 is engage with the audience. Active chat interaction. Regularly read chat messages and respond to viewers. Ask questions to encourage participation. Polls and votes. Use Twitch's polling feature to let viewers influence your game choices or stream activities. Alright, so number 3 is create a community feel. Encourage chat. Foster a welcoming environment where viewers feel comfortable chatting. Use mods to maintain a positive atmosphere. It says community events. Organise special events like viewer games, tournaments, or themed events that encourage participation. Okay, so 4, incorporate viewer challenges. Set challenges based on viewer suggestions, e.g. if I lose this game, I'll do a silly dance. Shoutouts. Recognise active chatters with shoutouts or reward for participating. Okay, number 5, utilise alerts and overlays. Notifications. Use alerts for new followers, subscribers and donations to keep the energy high and acknowledge viewer support. Visual engagement. Incorporate fun overlay or animations to make the stream visually engaging. Okay, so number 6 is stream quality and consistency. Technical quality. Ensure good audio and video quality. Viewers are more likely to stay if the stream is enjoyable to watch. And then you've got a consistent schedule. Stream at the same time each week so viewers know when to tune in. Number 7, end with a hook. Tease future content. End your stream by teasing what you'll do next time. This can keep viewers looking forward to your next stream. Encourage follow-up. Remind viewers to follow or subscribe to stay updated on your content. Okay, so 8, follow trends. Trending games / topics. Stay updated on popular games or trends in the community and incorporate them into your streams when relevant. And the final one is number 9, feedback loop. Ask for feedback. Regularly ask viewers what they'd like to see more of. This makes them feel valued and helps tailor your content to their interests. By combining these strategies, you can create a lively and interactive environment that keeps viewers engaged throughout your 2-hour stream. So I then tapped in on Chat GPT again, but for longer streams, to see if it came up with anything a bit different. For longer live streams, such as those lasting 4 hours or more, maintaining viewer engagement and chat activity becomes even more crucial. And here's a comprehensive list. Okay, so number 1, structured segments. Number 2, interactive content. Number 3, regular engagement. Number 4, community building. Okay, so what we've done is we first of all went onto Google and we typed in what happens when our viewers drop off. Okay, and it gave us some suggestions. It then took us to the official documentation on Twitch help desk, which we looked at. We then went into Chat GPT and asked it, well, how can we improve the situation? And it was suggesting some things that are good for all channels, to be honest, how to improve retention and how to make sure that we can interact with our audience when we go live. Okay, but does that really answer the question though? So I went to Quora and I found something quite interesting when I typed that in. And here's a look at that. Alright, so when you check other sites like Quora as well, you've got, whenever I stream on Twitch, it seems like there are people who are watching but not yet counted as viewers. Why is this? And this is a really cool response from the assistant. It basically just says that it could be viewers with ad blockers, it could be Twitch's new count algorithm, mobile versus desktop, multiple tabs or devices, bots and fake views, viewer engagement, latency and connection issues. Now that one's an interesting one, like latency and connection issues, because if you've ever been timed out or your browser's frozen up, it won't class as a view anymore. And so I think sometimes, if you have internet issues like mine, for example, sometimes connections will just drop. So a viewer account can just drop just because of that as well. And also the person might not be at their screen, so they might not know straight away that they're not supporting anymore how you'd want them to be. Okay, so I'm going to do a live example now. So I've just quickly gone onto my Twitch page here, and as you can see, I'm not streaming at the moment, so I'm offline, but you can still see where these things are. So if you scroll down and go to where it says chat, okay, so we're going to click that. Alright, so like I said, I'm not streaming at the moment, but you can see where things are. So if you look here, if you go over to the stream chat, you will see the community tab. So you basically want to click that. Okay, so once you click the community tab, you'll see the current people who are online at the moment. So it says broadcaster, which is me, even though I'm not streaming at the moment. It's got the moderators, it's got a Wisebot, it's got Streamlabs, and it's got the Ko-Fi stream bot as well. Okay, so those 3 bots are not included as viewers. It's just me there. So if I was to go live right now, basically, it would just be me and it would say 1. Okay, because you've got your stream open. So that's where people will turn up on the community tab if they've popped into your stream. So if they've popped into your stream and they've kept you tabbed up, that's where they're going to appear. Alright, so I'll just do a little example of just spamming a few of the Blue Kiwis emotes, by the way, just to put on there, just say hello. Alright, I'm just putting a little message on there. Okay, so as it happens, whilst recording this, my beautiful other half was on, Miss Sifty was on, and we're going to go and check out her page. She's currently streaming with 6 viewers. To give you an example, she's got the Call of Duty on. All right, so she's got 6 people in there at the moment, including myself and her. So that's like 4 genuine people in there at the moment. All right, so we can go over to the community tab onto her page just to see if the people in the community tab correspond to the amount of people that we're seeing on the chat. So it looks like now that the viewers has just gone up. All right, so the views has just gone up. As you can see, we're now on 7. All right, so we've done like for like the amount of people that in here. We've done like a head count, okay, and it does reflect 7 humans in the chat right now, which is wonderful. Okay, so the problem that we have is that when we go on, sometimes you get people on the viewer section and they won't be in the chat. Okay, so they won't be having the stream live. We can get into that on another video about refreshing tabs, but it's just to show you where it's at. Okay, that's wonderful. A big shout out to the beautiful Mysteriously again. Let's get it. Okay, so what does this all mean then? So if people are actively supporting you, i.e. they've got you tabbed up in 1 or 2 tabs maximum, it seems like that it will count as a viewer, not only as a genuine viewer but also a viewer in chat as well, which is basically what we want, I guess, as streamers. We want the number to go up, and the reason why it's important is because the more people that you have as viewers, it will show on Twitch's algorithm. And so when you go into another section, which I'll show you here actually, T1 numbers are important because when you go back onto the homepage for Twitch, you will get the sponsored streams at the beginning, okay, at the top, and then it will go into live channels we think you'll like. Okay, so that being said, when you go further down, it says recommended smaller communities. Okay, so these are the people that probably similar to like your level, because you know I'm not like a big streamer or anything, so like I'm kind of like lucky to get maybe like 10-15 like viewers in at the moment. But to give you an example to how it works is it shows you other communities that are very similar to yours. Okay, so it keeps going as well. So it goes to communities. Okay, so recommended smaller communities, that's that one. And again, you can see the viewers on there as well. So like the more viewers that you've got, the higher that you'll get recommended. Because let's say, for example, you've got like 30 viewers. You have 30 viewers, you'll be like first in the queue there. And also, when you click on the category of the game as well, this is where viewers comes in handy, because when you go on to the search, you can search for low to high, for example. Right, so these are all the Fortnite streamers, for example, that I've got like 1 viewer. Okay, so you know that you could pop into any of these channels and show some love, but here you got like no viewers. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people streaming and a lot of people need support, so it's very difficult for us. It's very difficult for us as content creators and also as supporters of other channels to get around everybody, because you can't do it and it's quite difficult. And you get burnout, which is what we talked about. You've got to make sure that you look after yourself. All right, so that's just an example of how it works. So like the more views that you've got is the higher up you're going to be in the ranks on the different pages. You could sort it high to low, and then we can see who the real heavy hitters are. So who's that? We've got Oatly Fortnite streamer's got like 3.3k viewers at the moment, and it just keeps going down like that. All right, so smaller streamers like us, well, we're not going to be on that first page, but we could be, maybe after like a big raid or something, we could potentially be on this first page. And that's what it's all about. The more views that you've got is the more the algorithm is going to like you. Twitch is going to recommend you on the homepage. It's going to recommend you in other smaller communities. It's going to recommend you on the game categories as well. So it's very important that numbers do matter. So you want to know that when people are in there, that they are giving you like a genuine view. And that's the people that we want on our pages, really. We want people who are going to be viewing it, or at least can give you like a tab of, 1 or 2 or something is like absolutely perfect, because at least that way then they can support you and then they can support somebody else whilst they've got that on in the background. Okay, so what I would recommend, because like Twitch has got some conflicting things there. In one sense it says that all you need to do is have the stream active and playing. In another sense it's saying that you're limited to your IP address to how many viewers you can watch at one time on your account. So we have to be careful and use some discernment here. So this is what I would recommend. No more than 2 tabs. If you're going to watch a streamer and have more than 2 tabs, make sure that you refresh the tabs like every 5 to 10 minutes, because at least that way then you're popping back into the chat. Okay, so what I wouldn't recommend is having loads of tabs open, popping into someone's channel, saying hello, and then keeping them tabbed up. Really, it's probably affecting them in a negative way. If you've got to make your allowances, because we can't always be glued to Twitch all the time, I would just pop in there, say hello, and then you can either drop a lurk then to say that, okay, I've dropped in, I've said hello, and I'm dropping a lurk. Okay, that's fine. Or you can just literally just say, all right, I've got to go soon, but I hope you're doing great, and thanks ever so much. Okay, and close it, because at least that way then, that the actual streamer themselves will know that you're not coming back, so they're not going to be looking out for you, and they're not going to be trying to talk to you as well, because you're not physically at the computer. I've had it before where like people have popped in, you try to get like a conversation going, and it's literally radio silence, and literally like 10 seconds before they were in the chat. Okay, we can't always explain what we're doing because we all have busy lives. We've got like families, we've all got like work, we've got things in the way, and sometimes we can't always be glued onto Twitch. Really interact with the chatter as well. Say, look, I'm going to stay for like 20 minutes or half an hour, and I'm going to really just get involved and find out how they're doing. I'm going to redeem some points on their channel maybe, or I'm going to ask some questions. Do whatever you need to do, but just tell the streamer. And if you're unsure, why not do what I suggested, which is, why don't you ask the streamer themselves, like, what do they call support is? We've all got ideas in our head about what support is, and support is not monolithic. There's many different ways that we can support a streamer, but if you really, really wanted to support a streamer, just ask them what they want. The other thing I would do is, if you want people to interact with your channel, make sure that you show the love back. If you're the type of person that always just goes into channels and drops emotes and just drops a like immediately, why not spend time, one of the times, like, 1 out of 3 or something, why not change it so you can actually have a conversation for like 10 minutes with the streamer? Because as much as lurking is good, I get frustrated as well when people just come in and just spam emotes and they don't want to hang about. Okay, so like, you got to make sure that you want that love back as well, because would you like me to go into your channel and just spam emotes and that's it, or do you want a conversation? I'm pretty sure you'd want me to stay as long as I possibly could.
Did I just hear that right?
All of us have the ability for us to do that when we focus on someone that we want to pay attention to. It's just not even a question at some point. We know that Twitch is a space that it has a lot of people on it, and there's more people that we can support than there are hours in the day, and it's very difficult. But maybe you can set up a little spreadsheet or a little list or something, and you can get around to people, and they know that maybe you can't make every stream, but maybe you can make a few of their streams in the week, and to pop in and say hello. And you should expect that from you as well. So I'm saying this, energy should be matched. If you are always showing love in channels and you're not getting that back, you may need to look at the relationship you have with that person, and you may need to look for someone else who's going to give you that back, because it's only fair, it's symbiotic, it's a bit more natural, and it means that you get out what you put in and you don't get burnt out. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that little podcast today about that subject, about why does my view count drop off on Twitch? And I hope you find it useful. Once again, feel free to leave a comment, drop a like, that'd be much appreciated. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, so I would love and appreciate everyone who can show some love to me. So thank you all so much. I'll be doing some more videos on this subject, so look out for more regular content as mentioned before. Make sure you drop in the Discord and say hello, and if you've got any suggestions for any future podcasts, let me know. If you've got any guests that you'd like to see on here, let me know in the comment section as well. I'll be more than happy to hear back from you. Thank you ever so much, and I'll see you on the next podcast. Thank you.